I'm so sorry, Summer House Martha's Vineyard. I would have already posted something, but it got overshadowed with the whole Real Housewives of Potomac with Candace and Robin, and then Puff Daddy, Diddy, whatever his house getting raided. I mean, Lord, it was so much going on yesterday. I couldn't keep up. So I feel like Summer House Martha's Vineyard just got laid to the wayside, y'all. My bad, my bad. Anyway, hey, y'all. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Belle, and this is the Belle Perspective. And we are here to talk about Summer House Martha's Vineyard Season 2. We back, baby, okay? Old Vineyard New Drama. Let me tell you something, Miss Noel, girl, I feel like we're one and the same. I'm not an AKA, but still, I feel like me and Miss Noel are one and the same. That's my girl. Don't play with it, okay? Love her. Anyway, all right, so we're back at it. We're getting to the house. Amir has a girlfriend, y'all, and he is dating the girl that we thought he would date, okay? He is dating the exact girl we thought he would date, okay? Because Amir, let's be honest, is not immersed in Black culture. He don't know nothing about Black culture. He wasn't raised by no Black woman, unfortunately, okay? Anyway, Bria is the first one to get to the house. It's a brand new house. It's real nice. But I can't believe Bria brought that raggedy ass dog. Girl, after all the drama that dog brought, you still have the nerve to bring that dog? Bria get on my last nerve, y'all. She get on my last nerve. I mean, I do feel like she is vital to the story, okay? But when I tell you the girl worked my nerve, okay? Anyway. So Jasmine is coming. She says that she has kept up with all of the relationships. The only person who she feels like drifted away from her is Jordan. Jordan and Jasmine have not talked in forever, is what she said. Okay. And, Silas has been deployed. We find out that he's been deployed. And I don't know if this was betwixt her pregnancy announcement, because we find out that Jasmine has decided to be dry for the summertime, and she was telling the girls that she wasn't pregnant, but we already know what the real deal is. Anyway, so Silas has been deployed. We see Jordan on her way, coming up with Summer, who she's gotten much more closer with. Jordan feels like she also has drifted away from Jasmine. Jordan feels like she didn't know who the hell Jasmine was. You know, she got married. She turned into a totally different person. She felt like she had to be all prim and proper. And if y'all remember season 1, that was the very same complaints that Jordan had. And honestly, while I be looking at Jordan like, I side-eye her sometimes because I can't read her sometimes. I do understand how she feels about Jasmine switching up and being a totally different person. It did feel like Jasmine was trying to fit into this Stepford wife mold that Silas old school beat my woman over her head, make sure she bald-headed, make sure she barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen. And that girl got the nerve to be pregnant by Silas. I was like, girl, anyway, let me hush. I hope you have a wonderful, safe pregnancy, child, because, girl, yikes. Anyway. So Jordan and Summer have become bosom buddies, child. And Jordan feels like Jasmine is fake. Okay, and that's what it is. So we got Noelle, all right, the new girl. Baby is a member of the first fam. Okay, I am not Greek at all, but I definitely get confused for Greek girls, because especially the first fam, because because of AKAs, because of the way my personality. So I can see the mix up. However, I am not Greek at all, but we love Noelle. She has a very bubbly personality. She's from Atlanta, Georgia, a Southern girl. When I tell you I love me some Southern people, when I know that you from the South, like that's gang right there to me. Like gang right there. Like you from where? You from Florida, you from Georgia, Mississippi, Virginia, Texas, okay, Alabama. Those are the places that I feel like are my kin, okay? Those are my kin. Anyway, they all get into the house. Shanice gets there. Y'all remember from season 1, Shanice came, I think, week 2, and she was only there for that last week. She's here for the whole time. I was like, okay, come on, Shanice, turn up. Shanice is a party girl. Shanice really is somebody who just comes in, where the drinks at, where the boys at. That's literally what she said in her confessional. She don't give a damn as long as she got a shot in her hand and possibly a little boy that she can be laid up with later on tonight. And I'm not mad at that. Be young and free. Okay. I'm not mad at that. Okay. As they're taking shots, Jasmine tells the people that she's not drinking. And everybody looking at her like, girl, is you pregnant? Jasmine was like, no, I'm not pregnant. I'm not pregnant. I'm not pregnant. Now, we later on find out that she is pregnant. So I don't know if she was pregnant now and didn't want to tell the girls, or if she actually wasn't pregnant and then ended up getting pregnant a few months later. I don't know. I don't know what that timeline is. Anyway, Summer gets there and they are all talking about all the guys. And Summer says Alex is weird. And I was like, what? What's happening? Wait a minute. What's happening here? Because y'all remember from season 1, Alex was trying to put the moves on Summer, always talking to her and trying to be in her face and all this other stuff. And we already knew Alex was a fuckboy from the beginning. I mean, you actually could just tell. He is maybe like a reform, not even reform. He's more like a holistic fuck boy. Okay, one of them, you know, I'm vegan, I don't drink like that. You know, I like to meditate in the morning, but your ass still with the fuckery. Okay, his ass is still with the fuckery, and we see it because Summer says, somebody brings up Alex's name, and she was like, oh, he's weird. And I said, ooh, girl, you done gave him some puss, didn't you? You done gave him some puss, and he didn't respond. Okay, anyway. So Summer says, you know, he would come out to New York. We would link, or was it LA, wherever she at, right? We would link. You know, he'd come out, I would come out, we would link. And I was like, oh, link is code for hunching, y'all. Link is code for hunching. Anyway, Summer says that Alex told her that he was in his F-boy phase. I said, girl, listen, I know that we're consensual adults, okay? I know that we just want to get in and get out. When you know he a F-boy, girl, don't give him nothing. Don't give him nothing. But anyway, we find out also that the group went on a Jamaica trip, right, without Jasmine. And Jasmine's feeling a little salty about that, okay? And Preston was like, hey, everybody can't go where I'm going. I said, I know that's right. First of all, we love Preston. We are here. We are part of Preston's clan. We love Preston. That is our leader over here. We love Preston. He is also a Washingtonian. So we love Preston, okay? Anyway, I think, and I'm kind of going all over the place. We find out that Preston's father had passed on, and his funeral was actually that day or the next day. And he didn't have a good relationship with his dad. And he actually, you know, his father was actually an alcoholic and was very abusive. And so there was a lot going on, and the family of his father, you know, isolated and alienated Preston and his sister. So it was a very tumultuous relationship and a very trying time for Preston to try to grapple with the fact that his father has passed on, you know? Anyway, they get there. Nick gets some of the guys, they picking out rooms. All the girls get the nice rooms. All the guys get like this one room with the bunk beds. And I'm like, that's perfect for them. That's where they need to be. Keep them in that little raggedy room right there. Let me tell you something. Nick ain't shit. He got that little girl, Tasia. He with Tasia. Tasia need to leave his ass and find somebody else. Nick was all up in Noelle's face, and I did not like it. I was like, Nick, you need to go bye, Nick. Maybe these boys are Nick was like, and you know what? I respect him when he said this, though. This is the only part that I respected about Nick. He was like, if you go to the airport sloppy, I know you dress sloppy. I said, he right. I'm with him when he right. Okay. Y'all know Nick is the one that like to be dressed, chap. And I'm not mad. He always looks pretty fly. I'm not mad at that. But he definitely has an inflated sense of self, and I be over him. But anyway. So all the friends are catching up. The guys get there. The girls get there. Everybody's in the house. They've picked out their rooms. They're having a good time. They drinking shots. They going back and forth. They doing their thing. They doing their thing, right? This is summertime. They having a good time. You know, they're catching up. Okay. And I think the biggest takeaway for me is that everyone here, for the most part, really needs support. Jasmine, especially because Silas is deported. Preston, especially because his father has passed on and they didn't have a good relationship. You know, I think Summer needs some support just because of what she experienced with Alex. And even though she may not admit it, that still is heartbreaking. Okay. So they're planning to have a dinner, something called Tail and Tales. Basically, we opening up lobster and crab while we telling our business. And I said, that's a cute thing, right? So Jasmine, Silas, and Bree are on the way to the market so that they can get some seafood. And that's when Preston tells the girls that his fat father passed on and that he really just needs some support. So they get back to the house. Bria is the one in charge of making the food. I said, now let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I do not trust, and y'all gonna be mad when I say this, I do not trust people who carry a dog around with them everywhere they go. I just don't trust it. I do not trust it. So when I see Bria in the kitchen cooking, pouring all that Old Bay in that water, don't get me wrong, we need to be seasoning. Like, I want to see the seasoning on my food, okay? It does need to be properly seasoned, but the way that she poured 3 boxes of Old Bay, I said, oh, no, girl, I don't know about that now. I don't know about that, okay? Noelle says she's peeping Alex. I said, girl, no, don't peep him, child. He for everybody, girl. Leave him alone. Don't let him trap you, girl. All that meditation and bullshit. He gonna have you thinking, nah, girl, don't do it, sis. Don't do it. Wrong road, okay? Summer and Jordan, I think Summer is telling Jordan, I told Noelle, child, I know she interested in Jordan and Alex. She can have him if she wants to. I said, girl, Noelle, sis, no, girl, wrong road, mama. You do not want nothing that Alex is putting down, girl. Anyway, okay, so we have tails and tails, all right? Everybody's sitting down. They're getting ready to have dinner. And Noelle, I like her. That's my girl, okay? We love her. Again, I don't trust Beer food. And everybody looking like, I don't trust Beer food. I might have to get me a pizza. That's Amir. And I said, no, why y'all ain't let Amir cook? Because he was the one that knew how to cook last season. Why y'all ain't let him cook? Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, so this is, again, Jasmine is telling everybody that she's dry this summer, and everybody looking like, okay, what's going on, girl? And she's like, no, I'm not pregnant. And the way she said it, she looked at her, looked them in the eye, and then put her head down. I said, no, that bitch lying. She lying. I think she's pregnant now. But anyway, so Alex, I think, who was it? Summer? Somebody said, okay. Oh, yes, Summer. Summer was like, okay, Alex, so why did you have an event and didn't invite everyone? And Alex was like, I did invite everyone. Who else didn't get an invitation, right? So we find out that Bree got a individual invitation. A couple other people got an actual individual invitation. Alex claims that it was a concert series that he was doing in New York, and that if you were a part of the email blast, that you could have come, right? And he also claims that he didn't know that Summer was in New York. And she was like, I don't think that's true. Can I call bullshit? Because I was in the background when you FaceTime Jordan, okay? And I waved at you the day of. And he was like, well, I didn't know. I had invited. I was like, And here is, bitch, when I tell you I gagged. Bitch, when I tell you I gagged with this next part, I literally wrote in capital letters on my paper, gagged. Bitch, when I tell you I was gagged, okay? She was out. What did that girl say? Summer was like, oh, so you didn't invite the girl who lives in New York, which is Jordan, and then you didn't invite the girl you've been inside of? How do you recover? Oh my God. Let me hurry and deflect. Let me deflect. And everybody was like, we knew. Amir knew. Nick knew. Jordan knew. Jasmine was the only one who said she knew. Bria knew. Like, everybody knew, except for Jasmine, what was going on around there with Alex and Summer. Here go Alex in the confessional. Such a fuck boy. He was like, I'm not really comfortable with her putting our business out like that, So, but that's not, what we do is what we do. I said, you such a, I would have, girl, Summer, why you let him get a whiff of your pussy? I would have never let him get no whiff, not even a whiff. Nigga, you couldn't even smell my panties. Ew. So, I don't like Alex, y'all. Anyway, so Alex, to get the heat up off of him, he changes the subject, okay? And in between all of that, Bria decides to co-opt the argument and make it about her. Okay, so Bria starts arguing. Was it about the event as well or something else? I don't remember exactly what Bria was arguing about. But Preston was like, I know you. Oh, because Preston in the background, based off of what Bria was arguing about, he was like, oh my God, everything always has to be an argument. Oh my God, does it always have to be something? Oh, damn. Now, he's not talking about anybody in general or anybody specifically. He was just saying in general, right? Here go Bria. Well, I can go inside if you want me to, Preston. I can go inside if you want. Preston was like, girl, I know you ain't talking to me. I know you talking, but I know you're not talking to me. Okay. And here go Preston and Bria go back and forth. But the way Preston grabbed Bria, not physically, okay, but verbally grabbed her up, yoked her up, and carried her right on into that house, baby, I loved it. Every piece of it. He was like, okay, boo. Bye, boo. They ended up making up later on that night, but I was like, damn, I forgot how Bria is so aggravating. Oh, Lord, okay? Anyway, again, I told y'all Alex changed the subject so they wouldn't be talking about how Alex is such a fuck boy. But anyway, Jasmine tells everybody at the table that she doesn't feel connected to everyone. You know, she didn't feel like she was invited to any of the outings. And, you know, she also brings up Jordan. She said the person who I feel the most disconnected to is Jordan, and I do want to have a conversation with you, but we won't do it here and all this other stuff. So, child, honestly, as you're growing in you have these relationships with your friends, right? The 20-year-old you is not going to be the same as the 30-year-old you, okay? And the thing about it is, now that Jasmine has a whole nother dynamic, and it's not necessarily because she got married, it's because of the man she married. The man that she married requires her to be someone who she is not. And because of that, it severs the relationship with her and Jordan. I feel like if Jasmine married a man that was not like Silas, a man that was like, I don't know, somebody like a Dr. Eugene, obviously not in that same age bracket because Dr. Eugene is much older, but someone who is free, who doesn't feel like there needs to be specific gender roles, women need to stay in this place, I need to stay in my place. Like, had Jasmine married a man like that, and it would make more sense for Jasmine to marry a man like that because Jasmine is very much footloose and fancy free, I think that Jordan and Jasmine relationship would have lasted, right, to me, or would have probably still survived. Whatever. Anyway, so the next morning they're going to Mad Max boat party, okay? And Silas sends Jasmine some flowers. We see a little moment with Silas and Jasmine, child, speed past this because Silas still ain't shit, girl. Talking about, we had to spend another year in couples therapy, girl. If your couples therapist knew that if y'all had met with y'all couples therapist before y'all got married, I'm sure your therapist would have probably been like, don't marry that nigga, but whatever, okay? Anyway, Jasmine does share with us in the confessional that she misses Jordan's friendship, and she wants Jordan to tell Jasmine that if she's being a bad friend. She wants her to be honest, and yeah. Anyway, all right. So they get to the boat party. They're having a good time. Jasmine pulls Jordan aside, asking her what's up. Jordan was like, "Now, bitch, why the fuck you asking me about this shit right now? We having a good time." They have a conversation, but I don't feel like it was the right time. I don't feel like it was the right place. And I don't know if the communication or the message was really truly conveyed on both ends because the timing wasn't right and the place wasn't right? So I feel like we're going to get more issues coming from the two of them just because the communication time space wasn't right, okay? And Summer and Alex have a conversation. She said, I didn't appreciate you excluding me. When you're inside of somebody, there's love there. And I was like, ooh, Summer girl. Alex in a confessional. Love? Ooh, girl, that's a reach. I said, embarrassing. How embarrassing is that? Ooh, listen. If you're not watching Summer House Martha's Vineyard, get into it. Girl, the show is so good. Real authentic drama, real authentic stories, real authentic people. Baby, I'm here for every bit of it. Love the show. So glad it's back. Anyway, y'all get down in the comments. That's where it ends. Let me know what you think about the show. Tell me who you like. Are you feeling Noelle? What do y'all think about the boys, the girls, Jordan and Jasmine relationship? Tell me what you think. Get down in the comments. Don't forget to like this video before you leave, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.